about to shoot y'all.
And I've been on their ass. Shit, I've been in my bag. Ha, ha. Yeah. Bitch. I like my bitch mean slow. She see it with me, her head boy. She see me out and I had to tell her. Run up on me, get your head tugged. Do no more fighting, we throwing shots. Then the bitch rip to the under high. Tino D's whipping and strapping pots. Got me a second, I hit the block. Got me a second, I hit the block. A nigga know me, never went to class. Said that it's school shit, I better not. Before I went in, I was chasing cash. Call me a freak, get some head and ass. Baby and pussy, go get the bag. Baby and pussy, get to the bag. Baby and pussy, go get the bag. You don't finish great, go buy the shoot. I came out the pussy, been on their ass. Lil' Ricky Bobby, I hit the gas. Lil' Ricky Bobby, I hit the gas. You don't finish first, then you finish last. Since I came out the pussy, been on their ass. I like this beat, I'ma run it back. Maneuver the pressure like running back. Something like Gotti, I got the set. I make a play, I'm a quarterback. I split the riches between the team. I got the pussy to get it green. Came up off the pills, leaning weak. Put a nigga up on it, go check the scale. Made a play out in Texas, came to the mail. And I got what you need, got it off the sale. Took a hoe in the truck out the never tell. I'm in my OG can, I wish them well. Pretty red niggas, but have a sale. Official like stripes with a referee. For your hoe, you got to bury me. I'm on my rags and riches. Hit the bag, these bitches were pretty with some real ass and titties. They call me daddy, and I fuck them like the man I had to ring. Put a little cash up in it, and tricking it together, had to spend it. Make that your last minute. Bitch. Ha, ha. Yeah, I'm about to shoot y'all.
Skinny Hardaway SouthernTea, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, I greatly appreciate you sliding through. If this your first time, do your boy solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button as well. We talk this good boxing, MMA, NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball, professional, and amateur sports. Every single day, not just today. Today we here with the daily betting EP. We about to get up in here. We about to get these plays right. We about to get these funds right. Happy Tuesday to y'all. I was a little under the weather yesterday. And today, I ain't going to hold y'all up too long, right? Because we going to do that fantasy waiver as well. So I'm finna hurry up to get through this. I'm going to try to only be on here about 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the longest. And then we go drop out parlays at the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through the plays within the sound of my voice. I'm gonna drop my favorite plays at the end, and then we go get up out of here like that because I gotta go get this waiver wire stream started, right? So we gonna start with college football today, right? Within the sound of my voice, we gonna start with college football. New Mexico State versus FIU. FIU is at home. Both these teams are 2-5, if I'm not mistaken. Don't got the info in front of me, right? Both these teams have identical records, only won like 2 games. On paper, FIU is the better team, right? But how much better could they be if neither team has won more than 2 games, right? FIU may be experiencing a little quarterback, controversial little quarterback injury, right? Their quarterback, while he did play last week, he got nicked up the week before, didn't play well last week. They ended up pulling him, right? So they FIU could be running their backup. They could be running their backup quarterback, right? So I'm expecting their offense to take a small hit. Neither of these teams are very, good on defense. Each of these teams are two? Each of these teams are 2-5, right? I got it in front of me now. Each of these teams are 2-5, right? So not a big discrepancy between the two. Actually, FIU was 2-6, right? But in this game, long story short, in this game, I'm gonna take New Mexico State with the plus 9.5. What's good, Shay girl? We gonna take New Mexico State with that plus 9.5. We gonna take them with the points, right? Versus FIU, New Mexico State U. We gonna take them plus 9.5, right? Or we go adjusted, right? Or we go adjusted 14 points in the half. Either one of those I think will suffice. The line is 9, right? So you can still get that line at 9, right? But my adjusted will be that 14.5. New Mexico State plus 9 in that first game. What's good, Shay girl? Now moving on to a better game, right? We got Louisiana versus Texas State. Y'all know we rolled with Texas State last week, and Texas State burnt us. Louisiana, Raging Cajun, pretty good team right now, right? Don't sleep on Louisiana, Raging Cajun. 6-1. Texas State is 4-3, right? I think these teams are about what. I think we're gonna have us a hell of a game, on our hands. What I'm gonna do is I say, either in this game, right, Texas State's at home, but I say with the odds and where we at, right? Louisiana money line, I think that's a good play at plus 154. But the play that I'm gonna run, right, I'm gonna run Louisiana Raging Cajun over 24.5 points. But if you want to take that Louisiana money line, right? If you want to take that Louisiana money line, you most definitely can do that. Right. If you want to take that Louisiana money line, you most definitely can do that. But I'm gonna take the Louisiana Raging Cajun over 25, over 24.5 points, right? Which is the score. 25. This team averages about 32 points per game, right? So them hitting 25, shouldn't be too hard, right? And if you don't like that, you want to go for that money, you can take the Raging Cajun on that money line as well, because that money line is plus 154. I think that's a good play. I think the Raging Cajun win this game outright, right? So I think we got us a nice little dog if you want to, try to go for that thing. Raging Cajun on the money line, but my bet would be Raging Cajun over 24.5, which you're probably going to see in the parlay a little later. Moving right along, last college game, Sam Houston versus Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech sucks. This is how bad Louisiana Tech sucks, right? New Mexico and FIU only got 2 wins, but they both was able to beat Louisiana Tech. So Louisiana Tech sucks, right? So we go take Sam Houston in that game. We ain't gonna think twice about it. That's my lock of the day. Sam Houston over Louisiana Tech, right? Now, only we go take Sam Houston. We go take Sam Houston halftime and the win at plus 180. That thing right there will be making the parlay that's gonna drop later on. So y'all make sure y'all pay attention, right? So let's just run it back real quick. We got New Mexico State 9.5 or adjusted 14.5. We got the Raging Cajun over 24.5. Or we got the money line, and we go take Sam Houston to win in halftime and the game. You could take either or. You could take just the win. You could take both, but I think both are good. Either one you want to do, I'm going to do both. Sam Houston halftime and the win. Let's move it right along to the NBA. We go slide our way on over to the NBA. We got a short slate of NBA today. We only got 4 games. Nuggets, Nets, Dallas, Timberwolves, Kings, Jazz, Pelicans, Warriors. And the Nuggets and Nets, right? I'm taking the Nuggets to win on the money line. The Nets have been playing teams hard. The Nets are 2-1, right? So I'm thinking Nuggets money line, or you could take the over in that game. The over in that game is 218.5. If you don't want to mess with the side, if you don't want to, what's good, Dirty Rich? What's good, Dirty Rich? And then I'm gonna run it back down once I finish, right? If you don't like a side with the Nuggets, you're very confident. I did for sure. Yeah, Sam Houston for sure. That's Sam Houston that Raging. Hey, look, I gonna tell you, Rich, Raging Cajun over 24.5. Sam Houston, you know what I mean? I'm putting those are a go. I'm going with those. I'm going with those moves for sure. Just to let you know. If y'all stick around to the end of the video, y'all will see what I'm talking about. But I digress. Nuggets versus Nets. I'm gonna do a show my love. Nuggets versus Nets. Nuggets should win that game, right? The Nuggets are coming off a back-to-back, right? So if you care about that kind of thing, Nuggets are coming off a back-to-back, right? If you don't necessarily want to, mess with that, I like the over in it at 218. I think both those teams get up above, 210, 209, right? I think both those 109, right? I think both those teams get above 110, right? They have in their more recent game. What will give you a cause to pause is the Nuggets are coming off a back-to-back in which they had to go into overtime, right? The Nets have been playing well, but the Nets don't play a whole lot of defense. They like to score points, right? So if the Nets are going to win this game, it's going to be high scoring anyway, which is where I got that over from. But the Nuggets should be able to win this game. They should be able to pull it out. They got the best player on the floor, possibly in the NBA, right? And Jokic, right? So I'm thinking Nuggets money line, right? Or you could take that over 218.5 if you want to in this game. I think either of those will suffice if you don't want to play a side necessarily. Right? Moving on, we got the Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. This was one of the harder games for me to pick, right? I saw Dallas Mavericks sitting at 5 points. I saw the Dallas Mavericks sitting at 5 points. I almost took that, right? T-Wolves lost opening night to the Lakers. Dallas Mavericks look good. T-Wolves look good, right? This over and under is set at 222 and a half. It's a little higher than I would like for it to be, right? But if I have to take a side of this, I would probably go either Timberwolves on the money line or Anthony Edwards with that 25 points. Again, I think Dallas Mavericks, if I'm not mistaken, are coming off a back-to-back, or are the Nuggets coming off? Or are the Timberwolves coming off back-to-back? Let's check it out, right? But this was one of the more harder games, for me to pick this Nuggets and Dallas Mavericks. My prop in this, I think I came out with Ant-Man, 25 points. T-Wolves on the money line or the over 22 and a half. Right, yeah. So not a game that I'm overly confident in, right? Given, how tough it is. Maybe I roll with that Ant-Man 25 points, right? That may be the best thing. The over 22 and a half seems like, a good play, but the Timberwolves are focused heavily on defense, right? So that game right there, I do think the Timberwolves win, but I'm not overly confident in too much of anything coming out of that, right? So T-Wolves, I think, on the money line, or, Ant-Man 25 points, right? I'll probably go Ant-Man 20. I'm going to put Ant-Man 25 points first, right? So we'll go Ant-Man 25 points or T-Wolves on the money line, right? That's how we go do that, man. And I probably won't be betting that game. I probably won't be taking that game, right? Given how close of a game it is, right? But this next game, I will be taking. We got Sacramento and Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz haven't looked great. Last year, Utah Jazz didn't look great on the road. This year, Utah Jazz just don't look great at all, right? So we go lock it in, man. We go take the Sacramento Kings on the money line, and their money line isn't great, right? So if you want to add, right, you could add this together. You could take it or, right, or Kings money line or, right? DeMar DeRozan, 20 points. Right. I like both those. I like DeMar DeRozan 20 points, and I like the Kings money line. You could probably put them together. Kings money line is minus 230. DeMar DeRozan 20 points is minus 210, right? Maybe you stick both of them together if you like. High confidence pick though. Sacramento Kings, DeMar DeRozan, 20 points. Moving on to the game of the night. This is another game. It wasn't really hard to pick, right? Steph Curry is sitting out for the Warriors, right? So if y'all, Steph Curry sitting out for the Warriors. So if that makes it a lot easier for you, if that makes it a lot harder for you, right? Just want you to know Steph Curry sitting out. Because Steph Curry is sitting out, and the Pelicans are New Mexico State University. New Mexico State University. I put NSU. I meant NM. If I did. New Mexico State, NM, yeah. New Mexico State University. Louisiana Raging Cajun. New Mexico State University. Raging Cajun, Louisiana, New Mexico. Louisiana, Raging Cajun, New Mexico State. But yeah, shout out my guy, TWTea. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, TWTea. But yeah, so Steph Curry is sitting down today, right? So that gives me, the Pelicans money line. I'm gonna take the Pelicans on the money line in that, right? Or Brandon Ingram 6 rebounds. Brandon Ingram 6 rebounds is actually worth more than the Pelicans on the money line. Brandon Ingram averaged 7.7 rebounds right now. I think he had 6. He had 7. He had 6 rebounds, 8 rebounds. He's averaging about 7.7 right now. So if you ask me to pick, I'm gonna put Ingram 6 rebounds on here first. And then if you're asking me to pick a side, I'm gonna go with the Pelicans because no Steph Curry and Pelicans. Right. Not really sure if I'm going to bet the Pelicans money line just because it's still. I'm probably gonna end up taking that minus 155. That's a good spot, for the Pelicans with no Steph Curry, right? Or maybe, right? I give you another one, right? Which is a little trickier, right? But no Steph Curry. That game probably going under 2, right? I'm thinking it's going to be a slower pace, not going to be as many points scored, not going to be as many points scored, right? I'm thinking Draymond's going to be running more other option, right? So maybe you want to go to under in that game as well, right? But I love the Brandon Ingram 6 rebounds, and I like the Pelicans money line. And if you don't want to take a side or anything like that, shit, I say you can shoot for that under because Steph Curry won't be playing in that game, right? But my best play in it is that Brandon Ingram 6 rebounds. I think we could take that to the bank. That's my my most favorite play, right? In that, I should say. My most favorite play in that, I should say, right? So I did college football, I did NBA. Right, so let's get to this parlay, right? So let's get to this parlay. Right? So we go take that Sam Houston, right? We go take that Sam Houston. And again, if y'all got any questions, I'm about to do my waiver wire stream, right? So y'all can just pop over there if y'all want to, right? We go take that Sam Houston halftime and the win, right? We go take that Louisiana Raging Cajun, right? Louisiana Raging Cajun. We go take them over 24.5. We go take Nuggets on the money line. Nuggets gave me a scare yesterday, but they end up pulling through, so I'm gonna bring them back. We go take Kings on the money line, right? We gonna keep it short and sweet. Again, I dropped a couple props in the midst of that for y'all as well, and we go with that Ingram 6 rebounds, right? And we go with that Ingram 6 rebounds. That'll get you to plus 830, right? That'll get you to plus 830 odds right there. That's the parlay that we go run with right there. 5 legs, Sam Houston halftime in the win. Louisiana Raging Cajun over 24.5. Nuggets money line, Kings money line, Brandon Ingram 6 rebounds. So just for, just to give you an idea, of what's going on, right? So that means every $5 on it will win you 47, right? So every $5 will win you about $50, right? So on that particular parlay right there, every $5. And so let me put this in right here, make sure it's still the same. Let me make sure it's still the same. Yeah, okay, yep. So every $5 will win you 47 on that particular thing. But I ain't gonna keep y'all in this thing too long. Y'all meet me on the other side, man. Skinny Hardaway, SouthernTea. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Love. Again, if y'all want more detailed videos, if y'all want more detailed information, like one-on-one, y'all got to hit me up or on my Instagram, for my VIPs. Y'all know where to find me. But this what I'm running for today. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through. Y'all subscribe to their channel. Skinny Hardaway, SouthernTea. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.